homemade wire and making it into thousands of rings, knitting them together, much like we knit clothes and blankets sometimes. And the whole process will give you a giant metal t-shirt like this one. This weighs about 45 pounds. It'll keep a sword cut out. Do something sharp for your kitchen with you today. Steak knife, if you're having a barbecue tomorrow, bring a barbecue knife up here. You can't cut it. You can't hack and slash at it. It'll keep that sword cut out very well. First person to wear this, 2,400 years ago, was a Celtic king or queen. Celts, as you know, were the ancestors of the Irish and other people in Europe. And their metal workers were the best of their day and made mail like this first. They also had Roman legionaries using this. And then later on, the early knight made this their main suit for about 600 years. Time period for mail. For me, it's 800 to about 1400 AD. And the real King Arthur, you'll read a story about King Arthur from now on, he likely would have had on a mail shirt like this. They called it a hauberk, H-A-U-B-E-R-K. The hauberk of mail would have been looked much like this. He would have had a helmet, sword, spear, and shield, and of course, been on horseback. I don't know. Let me ask a question. How many of you guys ever been shopping with your family?
Yes.
Grocery store, okay? Do you know who the butcher is?
Yes.
All right. Next time you go, see if your butcher like mine has a mesh glove. We don't call this mail today. It's called mesh. I mean, I say, shh. A mesh like this will help that butcher from getting their fingers into your food. Think about it this way. If the butcher cuts up some fish or some pork for you to make for dinner or whatever you want, they will put on that glove. We have one upstairs today. You're going to see one. We have a butcher's glove upstairs. And they'll put that, it'll have look like it'll look like this one. Have thumb and fingers. It'll be made entirely out of this metal. And if this works properly, their fingers won't get added to your dinner. Imagine if you started your dinner and saw thumb in it. Yeah, it can ruin your appetite, wouldn't it? Yeah. Well, they can prevent that by wearing their mail or mesh glove. Now I need a victim number 2, please.
Me.
Ah, yes, fresh bodies after breakfast. Just what I need. Sir, back there, rock and roll, dude. Come on down here, put on a pair of gloves, prepare to die. Come on up here. Second glove, please. Oh, very good, sir. How you doing, buddy? Oh, I'm going to ruin your day. No problem at all. Sir, do you have health insurance? Well, if you're going to get a shovel, I'll pick for the basement later. Okay, see the clock over there? Something goes wrong, sir. That's the last thing you ever see again in this world. Everybody say goodbye to him, quick! Goodbye! Goodbye! Young man, put one hand on top of the other, sir. That's cool, dude. Now hold right there. And hold on, time for your surprise, dude. Yeah! We have here about a coffee, but nice store around here, 1477. Let's cut some mail, shall we? England! St. George! Ah! Tickle, tickle, tickle. How we doing, buddy? He's good. All right, what do you got? I'm going to bring out my friend Tiny. Get those cameras ready. That's Tiny.
Hold on.
This sword was made around 1525. Nice sword. It's a double-hander. It's 5 foot, 5 foot tall, and weighs about 2.5 pounds. A double-handed sword for a two-handed grip and surface a little bit, so don't cut off your face. Okay, here we go. Come on, Joy! St. Dennis! Ah! Tickle, 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 tickle. What are you doing, buddy? Is he always just happy? Yeah. Okay, well, I got one more weapon.
Sometimes.
That'll do. Well, my favorite coming right up here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, everybody, I want you to say, ooh. Ooh. Everybody say, ah. Ah. Better up, here we go. All right, sir. Are you ready? Too bad if you're not. Head, 1. Good jump. Head, 2. And you're going home, buddy. Round of applause. Give it to him. Nice work. Okay. There's a reason why we're going to fall through the house. You know, as you walk around today, you're going to see all kinds of armor. Each of them has a strength and a weakness. And the strength of mail you've just seen, it will keep something that cuts out. However, if you all took a carpenter's hammer from your home and you hit it, crush it, smash it, or break it, we can actually pop the rings out. And you wouldn't want to wear this kind of armor here. Let me get into this thing for a second. You would not feel very safe in something like this. This is what can happen to a male when it's damaged, which is why we have our jacket on. If you think about it, when these rings pop out, where are they going to go? They might get hammered into your skin. If someone takes a very hot knife, cuts each ring out one at a time. Would you like something like that?
Yes.
No! He said yes. Yeah, you're right, buddy. Doctors come with a knife, you're going to change your chin real quick. All right, now, so the reason for our jacket here, for the poor person in Europe, is easy to make. That's what we call soft armor. For the night, it is that padding, because it'll catch a piece of broken mail and it'll keep it out of your skin. The jacket will catch it, and your squire will fix that jacket, fix that mail later on this evening after your battle, okay? As a knight with mail, you should also carry a shield. I got a couple over here on either side. There are a lot of different shapes for a shield. Usually they're made out of several inches of glue-pressed wood. Do you know what plywood is? Okay, very similar process, okay? Putting the glue layers together to make one solid piece. There's a metal edge here called a rim, holding all those glue parts together. Yes, sir, please.
Can that protect you from a shot?
You can't to a limited extent because it's wood, sir. In battle, this takes an awful lot of damage. It's the first thing to go. Because somebody else is wailing on you with a weapon, like that axe, and a good axe will probably cut this in two. If they whack on it hard enough. So, yeah, this is important. Because then all you've got left, sir, is your mail. You better hope your mail's a very good make, because it's not going to hold up very well either. But what we have here is our shield with the metal straps right on the back. And what they could do sometimes in sword play is they come up with a weapon, play with the right, and go bang! And surprise you. Good, all right, well done. Now, the three main types of shield are round, kite-shaped, or triangle. This is the last of them, the triangle shape, which existed in Europe about 1150 up to about, let's see, 1350, okay? Lasted a long time until plate armor came in. At that time, the knights said, you know, we're so well covered up that those sheets of metal will leave this home and depend entirely upon our armor itself for our protection. That's exactly what they did. So knights in plate armor up here on the stage did not use any shield, but they've got that modern, wonderful, wonderful armor. Let's take a look at that. You got to be very rich to be a knight in their day. Suit number 2, you were using our money to pay for such a suit. In our money today, suit number 2 would cost that knight or ourselves our equivalent of $75,000 for one suit. So only rich knights have this fancy armor. If I'm Joe or Sue Poor Knight, I'm wearing grandfather's mail, and I'm glad to have it. Or I might have a chest or backplate and some mail with that. If you couldn't buy it, you had to make do with whatever you had around your castle. Now, this happens to be a very nice leg piece. At the top I have a pelaine or kneecap. Now, what makes this armor on stage work is you have to have metal joints that move just like your bones. Now, I was rooting for the Celtics, and they didn't do so well, but I'm going to cheer for them anyway. Everybody take your right hand, please. You want to pump your fist. Come on, pump. Move those elbows. Without hitting your teacher, do the wave. Come on, do that wave. I'm going to stomp our feet on the floor. Let's go. Come on. That's it. Knock the ceiling off downstairs. Good. Stop. Well done. Well done. We're moving the wonderful bones in our body, the bone joints that help us to do wonderful things. We got you in here. They're going to get you out of here in a few minutes. And we have a kneecap here of steel. It's a very nice copy. They measure your knee. Well, your clothing, again, a shirt, a hat, a trouser. Measure you from head to toe. It's like going to a tailor shop or a bridal shop to get measured for special clothing. In this case, in 6 to 8 months, I'll make a suit of steel that'll cover you alone. Unless you have a family member who's lucky, or a friend who's lucky, nobody else here could wear that suit but you. It's custom made. Now, watch my kneecap go. Here we go. Your knees are better. This is what we call articulation. Metal joints that move like bones. And that's how well it works. We made an overlapping plates and rivets, proper measurement. This is not too tight, but it's not too loose. It's got to fit just right. I can tell you from trying, if you have armor that's too tight, you get a black and blue mark very, very quickly. You get a big red mark on your foot or something. It has to be comfortable. It cannot be either way, too tight or too loose. Now, this is a pelaine. This is the greave that covers your leg. This is a saboton or a steel shoe. They look at your shoes. Whatever you're wearing here, make a steel copy. And these are usually upstairs, hollow to the sole. They look at your shoes. Put this on top. If your foot looks like this, go to UMass right now. You got a broken foot. Okay? Very serious business here. It's got to fit quite well. Let's see somebody to model this for me here. Another volunteer, if you please. Young lady in the pink up there on stage. Oh, no, the red shirt, red shirt. The angry bird, please. The angry bird will do very nicely. Thank you. The lady of the angry bird. Take your pins right here and put your left foot forward. Left foot. There we go. Left foot like that. There, okay. Put this right on top. See, now we got to be careful now. Don't you just tap your foot, go up and down. Go, go. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Go way up, way up. There you go. Good job. Round of applause for her, please. Round of applause, ladies. I can have a seat. Joints that move make this armor work for the knight. If you had it on, they make it work for you. To be a well-equipped knight, thank you. To be a well-equipped knight, you had to buy 3 different armors for 3 different occasions. Here they are.